See, if you think that you have millions in Ghana cedis, we are talking about millions in dollars, in pounds. Episode Aname Boy. Isn't that what we are talking about?
I know.
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I have in studio with me, Epixode. Good morning.
Morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Excellent.
Today you didn't come in,
I know.
What happened?
I think I woke up not in the right space.
Please, that's you. That's your style, so please. Next time, please make sure, you give us that.
Definitely.
You look good regardless.
Thank you.
How has life been?
We give thanks, counting the blessings rather than complaining, it's just grateful for life.
It seems June is about starting on a very good note for you.
Yes, this year.
There's so many things that you are, about doing.
Exactly.
Yes, and you are here to talk all about it. Okay, so let's get right into it. Started off with a media tour with Cruz.
Yeah.
Tell us about it.
So I just came back from one of the biggest festivals in UK.
Yes.
Which is the Shindig Festival.
Yeah.
So I'm like, it's been a while I did this.
Wait, how did it go though?
Crazy. Big up to KOG. He's one of the international Ghanaian acts that we've not really, thrown lights on, but he actually put me on the set.
Okay.
And then the festival hosted close to 14,000 people.
Yes.
So it's a huge one for me. And then we're supposed to go back for Cosmo festivals, so I'm like, okay, I just have like few days. Why don't I just come see my friends in the media?
Nice. Let's talk a little bit more about Shindig Festival. A festival that had about close to 14,000 persons in attendance.
Yes.
Now, how was the response to your style of music?
I think it's always amazing. I would always give thanks for the fact that my stronghold is being a performer.
Yeah.
Regardless of the fact that, we put together the music.
You got the energy, you got the style.
And we only had like 45-minute sets, so I only had like 10 minutes in between the sets.
Okay.
And it was amazing. And we actually headlined the last night of the festival.
Right.
So it was crazy, crazy. And right there, we've gotten bookings for other...
It's about to be a busy good year.
Definitely.
2025.
Definitely.
Yeah, it has started so right. Now, let's talk about the Cosmo Festival.
Yes.
So, preparations towards it, what exactly are you doing in particular?
So, it's quite special to me because this is my first year, my debut year on Cosmo.
Okay.
And then the likes of Sean Kuti and like a whole big lineup have played. I'm supposed to represent Ghana. I think this year I'm the only African on the space.
The only African?
Yes, on Cosmo festivals. I'm playing with my band, which is Cruz, big up Joshua Muzi. So we're doing 2 sets, in between, and then we're actually playing in one of the halls. So one of the halls is actually, I think, 3 different halls.
Oh. And
then one is just dedicated to us, so it's quite huge, and we only have like a week to prep. They want to see like African instruments, with the loops that I do, with the calabash and everything. So it's quite nice. It's just me going to have fun, while I also
being yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, being your own space. And just doing your thing. So you have just a week to prepare.
Yeah.
How the team, the band, how excited or how enthused are they by this?
I must give thanks that the Cruise band is like pro guys, So regardless of the fact that it's also another learning curve for us, we're just going there to exhibit what we have and then also represent Ghana as well. So they are all like hyped. We're supposed to get in there at I think at 11th, and then we start prep for the 14th.
Okay.
So it's I'm just going on the road. I'm just enjoying myself and making music and working on the album. And
right. Before we go into what June has, some more things that you have for us in the month of June, do you think that the brand Epixode has been, should I say, absorbed in Ghana?
Well, I think it's a blessing. I would not discredit the hard work and then also the love from the people, like from the media, the fans, family. And I'm really happy that everybody in this space actually have seen the growth.
Yes.
It's been close to a decade, but I still feel like a new artist. I'm really grateful. It's just a blessing to be here. I would not want to say, oh, and yeah, people say, oh, he's underrated and blah, blah, but...
I was actually going to ask you that because I know that definitely that conversation has been brought to your doorstep.
Yeah.
Or you've, maybe one way or the other, you have thoughts about it, that, you know, it seems that some people think that you're underrated. Do you think you're underrated?
Well, sometimes I'm a human being. You know, you be in that space where you feel certain type of way. But then just like I'm saying now, I'm counting my blessings more than complaining. Because guess what? We started with so many people and they are not even here.
Right.
And we were still here when new people came, and then the longevity is not there anymore. You understand? But for me to be here, we didn't even TGMA this year, whilst last year we didn't really release enough. You get what I mean?
People bringing that up. Because we know that when it comes to the TGMAs, it is the year under review where you put in a lot of work, releasing a lot of hit songs and all of that.
Yeah.
But yes, you have done very, very well. But then, what magic did you do, you know,
I think
year?
It's the direction that I choose,
Okay.
the path I choose to trod with my music. You get what I mean? That particular category is not the one for the fans to vote. It goes beyond that. Music for good.
Yeah.
And I think it's one thing that I should be proud about, because then when everybody is trying to do the party songs, yes, we're putting food on our table, but I decide to also look at songs that can actually go, you know, a step further than just entertainment. You know, and then I'm really grateful that my team actually understands that side of me, that, okay, let's do some social vibe with the music and everything. And it's working. It's working for me. You better party, no, but then what trying to be in there, you get me? So,
did you expect to win the award?
I didn't.
You did?
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
I didn't. Because it was a song that we just did because of the Galamsey era, you understand. When I had a call, I think a day before, and I'm like, they were like, okay, you have to come, and this is blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, really? I'm out of town. Because you know me and VGMA, or like TGM, sorry, every year on the stage, and then I wasn't there this year.
Yeah.
So they were like, okay, if possible, you can send a short quote, a video that we can play. And I'm like, okay. And it's, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy that at least some of these songs are being recognized. You know, the impact is there. So I'm really grateful. Speaking
about songs and impacts, let's talk about Millions.
Yeah.
What's up with it? Why hit Tisikebia?
No.
Or you are foreseeing that, you know, some dollars and some pounds are coming your way?
Really, it's a prayer.
Okay.
You know, pray for the millions.
Right.
I am not actually limiting it down to just money. Because I be like, most of the blessings are more than millions. And if you listen to the lyric, is every ghetto youth or every person's dream that you would make it in life. You know, so what else would we represent that success with? Is million.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how come I was able to coin a song like that.
How long did it take you to put that together?
I started recording it, I think we were on a road. Me and Joshua, we were on a road.
Okay.
And then we did the first part. So I had to send it to Gomez, who is my producer here, to work on it. So I think it was just like 2 days, and then I shot the visualizer the next day, and then we dropped it.
Just like that?
Yeah.
How often does music come to you? Lyrics, sound, you know, everything, the rhythm?
Anybody who knows me knows that, like, in between every 5 minutes, there's some melody playing in my head, or I'm trying to, you know, do sounds with my. So I always have my recorders around, you know, and then trying to also create music on the spot with a loop that I do. I can't really tell how often, but if I'm not painting, then I'm definitely doing music. That's my life, and that has been my life.
Okay, we'll delve into a little bit more into, you know, Millions, the painting.
Yes.
You know, as a painter, as a fine arts painter, we need to be specific.
Yes.
We're a fine arts painter.
Yes.
A lot of the times we have parents who wouldn't want their children to delve into that because they believe Sikeni.
Yes.
Sure. Are you making money?
Yes. So I think I'm one of the artists who can actually take the music out of the arts. Neither can I take the art out of music.
Okay.
You know.
Right.
I end up doing like 80% of all my visuals.
Oh,
what you watched, there was no crew. It was just me and the camera. The set and everything I did myself, edited everything.
Okay.
When it comes to my graphics, everything art about Epixode I do myself. And then I've even gone beyond to do for other people. I would always be proud to say that I designed the Shatta Movement logo. I'll say it everywhere I go, because I did it and I'm proud of it.
Oh, the Shatta Movement logo.
Exactly.
You designed it?
Yes.
Nice.
You know, I've done various backdrops and graffitis for videos. I think the last one I did for one of my friends is Adina's Y. I did for that video, the graffitis in there. You know, so aside music, that's what. And then me also launching my clothing line, which is the Black Tribe, then Chroma thing. That's also helping. I'm selling. I've branched into new sets where I'm designing rags. I think I have to make one for.
Oh, like rags, like
yes, custom rags.
Custom rags.
Yes.
Oh.
You know, so aside music, like, and it's just a blessing that the name Epixode, the brand Epixode, is helping push that side of me out. You know, so if I'm on the road, I carry canvases, carry pencils, and I'm just sketching. You know, and it's been a blessing.
So
I'm making something from that.
You're making something from the art, and you're making something from the other arts as well.
Yeah.
And I'll say, you've got the millions, and you know, and I'm do you see yourself? Okay, so let's say 5 years ago, how you envisioning your life to be? Do you think you're there at the moment?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I would definitely count my blessings more.
Right.
The transition has not been bad at all.
Okay.
You know, because from the hardcore dancehall artist to high life, and then now you're going into very indigenous sound. Yes, I really had a plan, you know, and then I'm grateful that it's working. It might not be fast, but I think that is working, yeah.
We find quite a number of artists who go with the flow. The taste and preferences of Ghanaians.
Yes.
You find them moving or transitioning in that manner.
Yes.
But it seems you have stood the test of time.
Yes.
And you have stood to what you believe in and what you want to portray or what you want to project out there.
Exactly.
Has it been very difficult penetrating the system in that manner?
Well, I think I would say yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, because then, you know, I've been accepted, regardless of the fact that they know that, oh, okay, he's a hardcore dancer.
Yeah.
You drop a certain record and they're like, oh, he can do this too?
Yeah.
You know, and it's hard because it would take somebody who has like the double-edged sword to say, okay, I'm cutting through that.
Right.
I'm going through every space to make it worth it. Mine direction now is actually trying to also add up to what our people in the diaspora are doing. Big up to artists like Uncle Ebo Taylor, Uncle Pat Thomas, you know, the Uncle J. Ambule. And there are actually new ones who are selling out every space. Talk of the likes of Florence Adoni, I don't know if you know her. And then there's Alogote, there's KOG, you know, there's Sancho V's, and these are people who are actually selling records, physical record, not even streams. You know, so regardless of the fact that it's difficult, I think sometimes it will be an individual's decision to look at where you want to go.
Yeah.
Yes, the hype is there. You know, you want to win all the awards. But after that, what happens?
What happens?
Because the music is supposed to go to the world.
Yeah.
You know, and then having a unique brand, having a good sound, a unique sound that comes from this part, and then the Western is actually giving you space to push, then why don't we go outside the box and then look at that direction as well? You know, so for me, it's hard, but I feel like it's worth it learning every step and then making sure that we can also leave legacies like the rest of that,
that's
you
true.
know,
Looking at how the industry is always thirsty, people are always thirsty, wanting to see new things, wanting to hear new sounds.
Yeah.
It's very often.
Yes.
Do you sometimes feel, to some extent, that, oh, I'm sleeping on my laurels too much, it's time to wake up, do something?
I'm always like that. My team will tell you that, you know, when we're outside even chilling, I'm like, Charlie, let's go home. Because I'm actually thinking of the next recording to do, the next beats to play and all of that.
Yeah.
I've always been trapped in that creative space. But then it's also fun because that's the only thing I know. You know, that is not changing my sound. It's not changing who I want to be, because Ghanaians are like, okay, we want new things. There are new set of new artists who are, you know, trying different sound. I release what I feel like. I produce what I feel like. It's me. Because there's only one Bob Marley. There's only one Kojo Entry. Definitely there has to be one Epixode. I can, there's a whole new sound, that is a whole new way with Afrobeat and everything. But then why can't I be different from them?
Yes.
You know, so for me, I just do what I feel like is top notch for people to actually.
And I think it's good that you're sticking to that, because you did mention Bob Marley, and Bob Marley died at age, what, 37?
Yes.
And at a very young age, look at it, till date.
Exactly.
He's still being used at, exactly. You know? Yeah. So I think that it's good that you're sticking to yours, and then no matter what. Okay, so somebody has a question for you. And the question that he has for you is that, what in your opinion is Pakpakpa?
Hey. Pakpakpa. Pakpakpa.
Yeah, Pakpakpa.
It sounds like a beat. Pakpakpa, every street were like, female fast, no, in what Jimmy.
Okay.
Yeah, I think to me, that's how I explain it. Like, fast. I feel business. You get time, no, I hear no, you get me neck boy, I jam no, I.
Episode about Tom you. About Tom, because I can't say.
But I was speaking, that's it.
No, you're speaking Ga.
And don't talk and you there in Kebabi and on bench and a bench.
Episode judge. Let me see here. Because like you lost me. Okay, so please help me translate it. What you just said.
I take it from you. Pass it to the next person, collect from take go another place from there, you know.
Not one check on fast.
No play.
I see. This Million.
Yeah.
You said you did it yourself.
Yes.
Alone.
Yes. This is my mother's backyard.
This is your mother's backyard.
Yes.
So what? You took the shell from somewhere?
That's my sister's teddy bear.
Your sister's teddy bear?
Yeah.
And the small suitcase, what's that? The briefcase?
It's one of my camera cases.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so those over there are camera cases as well. And then
that's a drilling machine.
Drilling machine?
Yeah, and that's records. Like, I'm a big collector of records.
Okay,
vinyls.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you put a clock behind you. What was that supposed to do in the video?
Time.
Time?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
You need to make millions, but you have time.
Right. Is it that you don't want to, you wouldn't want to involve or put in so much money doing something complicated, and that's the reason you find yourself doing everything yourself most of the time?
No, I actually learned the hard way.
Okay.
It's always had, I don't know about other creative, but it's always hard that you would let somebody or somebody can actually see what you're seeing when it comes to your creative. That's why people, okay, so for me, it's difficult to do with me when it comes to my creative pieces. You understand? It's not because I don't want to work with anybody. This one, after the tour, I was with my mom. And then who's going to hold the camera? My mom is not into that. So then
but
I
you had to do it. You had to bring out the visual.
Exactly, because I'm not there with the team. It's family time. But I actually have to also put work in there. That's how come I end up like doing these things myself. But for me, my creative process is quite different. And my team knows that. So they're like, okay, do them. If you do them and we like them, we will tweak it a bit and then we put it out there, you know, and that's it. It's not that I don't want to work with people. Everybody I work with understands, they are super creative and they understand where I want to go.
Yeah.
So when I present the idea, like, okay, you've done 80, but let's add the 20 to it. And
and then that's it. It becomes complete. And within a short period, you are done.
Yes.
Pack.
Thank you.
Come on, fast.
I hear no,
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest has an episode. And so Million is out?
Yes.
Okay, on all digital platforms.
Definitely.
All right, so before you go quickly, what do you want to tell fans, viewers?
Big up everybody who has followed the journey and been with me from day one till now. We're dropping more dancehall songs this year. Yeah, the album is almost ready. A live recorded album is ready. Big up the crews, big up the whole team. We're going to Cosmo on the 14th. I'll definitely bring the visuals. So guys, big up for supporting me and the whole team. What else can I say? Big up to Prime Money.
Thank you. Yeah. And big up to Esiedwa.
Big up to A. Big up. Let me sing. Big up to Esiedwa.